Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Boston College Eagles, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Demon Deacons will boot it away to start the game. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Eagles offense will start this game off with the football. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Right on the money. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time.
He's got it. 1st down and more. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Takes a hit as he fires. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play-action fake. Oh, they're after him. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. This Boston College offense has it working. Just keeps slinging it. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Boston College. First points of the day are on the board.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created.
Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Rebels, taking on last year's national champion, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Flowers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Rebels offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on last year's national champions, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Boston College's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller. They're trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Hit as he throws. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Boston College Eagles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Boston College's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. They get it up, push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
It's complete to the right. Great move. Now he's got room. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Gets it out fast. Past the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the Yukon Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Yukon Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Boston College Eagles offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team
Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on last year's national champion, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Boston College's offense will get the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football.
It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack, now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
To the ground with the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Boston College! He got a step and just dusted the field.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no...
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
They're working that left side. He's not going to get... Fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah.
There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Catch in the middle, it's Collier. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. They've got the lead here in the fourth. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Golden Eagles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another...